Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, my student.
Morning, sir.
Alright, so, okay, so first of all, I'd like to thank you also for the opportunity to came to this meeting as well. But before we start the meeting, maybe one of you wants to read the prayer first. Yes, pray.
Sebelum kita berdoa, belajar, mari kita berdoa menurut arahan kita masing-masing. Doa dan doa. Amin.
Okay, so before we begin, I want to check the attendance list first. Make sure you guys all attend this meeting. Andi Indonesia,
Present, sir.
Linda Indonesia,
Present, sir. Paradigma. Paradigma.
Maranita, Mustia dan Teresa, Murasisa,
Present, sir.
Silma Gracia.
Present, sir.
So, our material for today is narrative text. Before we move to the text as well, I want to ask you, do you know something or have you heard anything about this type of text?
I just know that one type of this text is divided. So that double.
Okay, so narrative text is a text that tells a series of events and also sequence and also connect each other. And mostly this narrative text is about like imaginary story or non-fiction story. Yes.
Fiction. Fiction, sir.
There are three structures of the text. First is the orientation. So the orientation here is like the beginning of the story. Basically, it tells like how the story begins, and also starts with the how the character is being introduced as well. And yeah, it's basically like introducing about everything at the beginning of the story. Next is the complications. So the complications here, complication is basically it feels it starts with the problem or the trouble of the story. Jadi kayak di complications ini itu sudah mulai masuk di ceritanya. Konflik segala macam gitu. Dan kemudian ada resolution. So resolution is basically is like basically like the ends of how the story is already being solved by the characters. So basically the resolution is like the end of the story as well. Jadi kayak akhir dari ceritanya tersebut dan juga sudah misalnya kayak YouTube gitu untuk cerita. And also narrative text has the characteristics. So the narrative text basically has these characters. They generally use pronouns like I, we, she, and he, because it focused on this one character, and also it generally composed of past tense sentence, such as like simple past tense, past continuous, and others. So narrative text is just using past tense. And also, some narrative texts usually use dialogue to increase the reader's imaginations. So basically, there are some story includes the dialogue. For example, like me and this guy met at the river, and then separated because we have a river. This like that. And also, there are lots of types of narrative texts, so not just fable, fairy tales, there are lots of types as well. We have folklore, which is cerita rakyat, ya. Nah, bisa nggak kamu kasih tahu satu cerita rakyat kayak gini? Fable, Anda bisa tahu? Yes, ya, mitos juga cerita mitos.
Danau Toba. Cinderella.
Dan Romy Story yang pasti kalian suka lihat lah. Banyak lah. Scary Story juga banyak yang suka ini, apalagi horror stories ya.
Horror.
Bisa di YouTube itu banyak.
Pina saya adventure stories. Conjuring.
Adventure stories.
Perjalanan kaki.
Dan historical stories. Nah, sebelum kita mulai ke sini, ada satu contoh teks yang saya mau kasih ke kalian. Yang saya mau kalian analisa. Analisa benar berdasarkan kita. Berdasarkan ini kalian.
Third moves. Third.
The fish begged Salah to set it free, and he did accordingly. As soon as the fish was free, it changed into a woman. She was so beautiful that Salah fell in love with her at once. He asked her to marry him. The woman agreed to marry Salah, but in one condition: he had to keep the secret as she was as the fish. not tell anyone about it.
Okay.
They were happily married and had two daughters. Every morning, Sahala went out fishing. His daughters would bring him his lunch. One day, however, instead of bringing the food to their father's, the two girls idea. See you next time.
Next, who wants to read? Okay, what's your name?
Okay, I will read the first paragraph. When Sahara knew what they had done with the wheel, he got very angry. He shouted at them, saying, "You behave exactly like the daughters of a fish."
Okay. Another one? Who wants to read? Okay.
Where the girls did not understand what they father did. They went home and asked their mother about it. Their mother was very angry. They told Sahala apologies to her brother. She would not forgive him for breaking his promise.
Okay, who wants to read the last one? It's okay.
Sudah baca itu from the Quran, Sahala juga listed that he did not have broken his own promise. Sahala was so distracted that he decided to wonder what the rest of his life.
Alright, great job everyone. Okay, so based on this example, now I want you to identify which part is the orientation, which part is the communication, which part is the presentation. I'll give you maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to find out this.
Ada ajaran enggak sih? Boleh. Kan ini aku. Press. Sebelum kita sampai.
Okay. You guys done?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to answer it? Okay, Lina.
I found the orientation.
Okay.
So the orientation is the first part.
Miss?
Yes. Was the time until academy.
Okay, that's correct.
Yes.
Who?
Tidak ada tentang.
And the next one is the complication. Who wants to answer? Okay, Amira. Yes?
It's the complication in the fourth paragraph.
Yes?
When two,
Three and four.
1,
Three. Three. It's three.
2, 3. Yes. Check. So this
bergerak ke arahnya. It's a problem.
Oh, to here. Right?
And the promise. Sure.
Oh,
Yes,
it is.
promise. Sure.
Many fish.
Okay, that's correct.
Yay!
No problem. Okay, so
The last one is resolution.
Okay, that's correct.
Yay!
Okay, now after you already identify the structure of this example, now we and then we have an assignment. So I want you to make a short story, probably like 80 to 110 words. You can choose one at a time of the narrative. So you can basically choose from these whatever you want. You can make and make sure the story that you make includes the general structures. And also you can also write the story on A4 paper. And we have 20 to 30 minutes to work on it. So,
I know it's
and I would like to add a little bit. So after you make this story, I would like to hear some of you to read your own story.
okay, sir. Nggak apa-apa sih kayak inspirasi dari film begitu tapi kita yang buat kata-kata gitu.
Atau harus kita yang memang bikin sendiri dari
Kayak kita harus yang cari jalan cepat.
No, you can look for reference.
Okay,
Because if I want to be like a totally full time and the total work I'm not going to be 100, it's going to be more. Like
stay to listen.
okay, maybe some of you already done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so who's already done? Okay, you done? You want to select your own story?
Yeah.
Maybe you can stand up.
Kelihatan nggak?
Okay?
Okay. Thank you for the time given to me. So my name is Yunda. So I will read the story, and the title of my text that I choose is right now.
Okay, so what is the title of your story?
The title of my story is the title of my story is Magic Inside in the Bamboo Forest. So Lila, a kind-hearted girl, lived with her grandmother near a mysterious bamboo forest. When the village was hit by a troll, Lila entered the forest to find water and discovered a magical lantern. A greedy young man tried to steal it, but the lantern went down. Lila's entering a wise forest. The lantern lit up again and the rain began to fall. The village was safe and Lila was remembered as a hero. Also, the title of my story is of course Magical in the Forest, and the orientation is the first paragraph that Lila, a kind-hearted girl, lived with her grandmother near a mysterious bamboo forest, and the complication of my story is when the village was hit by a troll, Lila entered the forest to find water and discovered a magical lantern. A greedy young man tried to steal it, but the lantern was gone. And the resolution of my story is Lila's sensitive to discovery. The lantern lit up again and the rain began to fall. The village was safe and Lila was remembered as a hero. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Thank you so much. Give me a applause.
Okay, that's great. That's good. Okay, so who else wants to read their own story? Okay, so okay. What is the title of the story?
The Crystal Swan.
What kind of type? The type.
Finally stories.
Written.
In a snowy village, poor boy named Lian found a glowing crystal figures near a frozen lake. That night, a magical swan appeared and asked for help to bring her ice shoes. My relief followed her into a hidden mountains. Inside, he faced strawberries, for which one nicely and kind. He passed them all, and the horse was like the swan turned into a beautiful princess, and paid Rahim for his pure heart. She invited him to live in her shining castle, for the day the village was crowned happy and never complete.
Okay, that's great.
So the orientation in paragraph 1, the first paragraph is Noble Village memperkenalkan tokoh utama dan latar belakang cerita yaitu asal-usulnya dan tokoh utamanya itu dia. And next complication ada di second paragraph. Muncul masalah, misalnya terserah kebutuhan dan klien harus menghadapi tantangan untuk membantu. And the resolution in the last paragraph itu masalah terselesaikan, kebutuhannya hilang dan semuanya berakhir.
Okay, so who else wants to read the story? Okay.
The merchant was always fortunate and had to move to a small plantation forest. One day, he decided to travel to the city to sell some of his goods. On his way back, he got lost in the forest and stumbled upon an enchanted castle. He decided to take refuge there for the night and took a rose from the garden of the dog. Suddenly, a hideous blast appeared and accused him of theft. The merchant pleaded for his life and told the priest that he only wanted to bring the gift of his daughter. The priest agreed to spare the merchant on the condition that Belle would come to the castle and live with him forever. Belle learned of her father's life and decided to take his place as the priest's captive. Over time, Belle realized that beneath the priest's pure soft exterior lay a kind and gentle heart. As she got to know him better, she grew to love him. The beast fell in love with Belle and wished to marry her, but she could not marry him until he turned into a prince. One day, Belle became homesick and longed to see her father again. The beast agreed to let her go, but gave her a miniature world to live in if she ever missed him. Belle found her father ill and decided to stay with him. When the beast saw that Belle was not coming back, he became very sick and almost died. Belle realized that she loved him and went back to the castle. This time to make the curse that had been to defend him. The beast turned into a prince and they lived happily ever after. A prince and they lived happily ever after.
Okay, so what is the title of the story?
That's Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, so it's very tale, right? Okay, that's a good story.
Yay!
Okay, so maybe. Okay, so maybe we already ended end of the reading session here. So if my explanation in the previous it's not usually detailed, you can scan this QR code to see the YouTube link that already put on. And okay, so thank you guys for the possibility to came to my class today. And I hope in the next meeting there could be more of you that came. Okay, so I think that's all. And forgive me if there's a mistake for sharing. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi